As far as the game, thought defense did a great job of kind of putting some things together, especially with Darryl going down early in the week. Those guys did a great job of rallying, executed the game plan for the most part pretty good. I know we left some things we got to clean up, but I thought for the most part, offensively, we had it was in spurts, good drive here, and we kind of went in a lull there for a while. Special teams did their normal job of being steady and consistent. I know we had the penalty, but we can get that cleaned up.
Adam, you talked about the defense, but how about the play of Jamal Adams all afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, he was doing what he always does, just gives you everything he has from the start to the end. It was great to see him really impact the game the way he did, especially, coming out of the first half.
Can you talk a little bit about what the defense as a whole was able to do with Barkley at 1 rushing yard?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have been really, for the most part, we have a play here and there, but for the most part, they've bottled up a lot of guys. We just, if we can keep eliminating those explosive runs, that's really kind of been our Achilles heel, if anything.
And was Le'Veon not right at the end that Bilal was playing that last drive?
Yeah, it was just one of those situations where, he'd been taking some shots, kind of what we were running. We all thought that was the best thing for us to do.
Thoughts on Sam's performance today?
Yeah, I mean, I'll know more when I go back and look at it, but for the most part, it seemed like he played clean, did some good things, used his legs, threw the ball away. I think he did. I know he wishes he had that flea flicker back. He just missed that thing by a couple inches, but he did a really good job today.
It looked like you guys went a lot with the up-tempo, but also a lot of quick passes and stuff, more so than recent weeks. I mean, were you happy with how that worked?
Yeah, I mean, we just tried to mix it up. It seemed like once we hit a couple quick ones, and then it got real tight real fast, and then we tried to loosen it up a little bit. We didn't really hit anything, but Robbie gets the PI. We were trying to give him a couple shots. It's probably a little frustrating for him because he's getting open and it's just not always working out that way. But that PI, I know it won't be in the stat sheet, but that was a big play.
Just generally speaking, just a snap out of the funk.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you win a game, that's why we're doing it. These guys have put in so much work, and they've been consistent in practice. Just for them to, you could feel it during the game as far as we were playing cleaner. There was a lot better execution. Guys were just focused on one series at a time, it was great to see because I don't think we've always done that, and I think tonight we did.
What does it say about your team that you guys were able to, I mean, you guys held the lead, lost it, but then you kind of right away came running back?
Yeah, there wasn't a change on the sideline. Guys were just really dialed in to what was going on one series at a time, and I think that's a big step for us because I think sometimes we look at we're worried about the end result. I don't think we were worried about that today. We're just worried about what was coming up.
You've mentioned playing clean a few times. I mean, how encouraging just to see Sam stay away from the turnovers, given a couple of the mistakes he's been making lately.
Yeah, I mean that's a big deal. I mean it's been a couple weeks in a row where I know he's walked out of these games where he's frustrated with what's happened with the turnovers and missed opportunities. And I think for him to play a game like that, that's valuable for his growth.
With Jones being the rookie quarterback that he is, did you want to put any extra pressure on him?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us it was just about making sure we kept him in the pocket. That was a big concern for ours. It's one of those deals where you don't think he's going to run a lot, but when he does, it hurts you the third and longs, and you start scrambling around. It's frustrating for a defense when you feel like you've won that series, and all of a sudden they get out of it because he's using his legs.
Jamal had that one play on Jones where he took the ball away from him and ran to the end zone. I mean, where were you when you were watching it? Can you just go through what kind of went through your mind when you saw that one?
Well, he said he was going to do it before we went out there, so I just saw him in the end zone, and I was like, well, I guess he was right.
What do you mean like how far?
He was talking on the sideline. He's like, I'm gonna make a turnover. I'm gonna get a turnover here, and he was right.
How much can a victory like this help the team try to win the second half and move forward?
Anytime you win, it helps. It helps for the next week. Just keep guys locked in. Just keep working, getting better. It's a good feeling for them right now. When we get back to work, guys will refocus. We got to worry about the next game.
Does it mean a little extra beating the Giants for you?
I think it's just for us. It's where we were at.
No, I mean for you personally.
I mean, I'm glad our guys played well.
What did Austin do for you?
Yeah, I mean, he's been, basically working against, scout team stuff, and we needed him to play. We needed him to get in there and see what he could do, and he's not afraid. He's not shy of confidence, and he's confident in himself, and he did a lot of good stuff. It was good to see him run the ball. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. You asked me about big guys. That's going to be tough for me to diagnose right now, but. Ever since he's been back, it's good to have him back. His energy level, he's so happy to be playing football again that stuff, that's contagious to the rest of those guys, because when you're gone, it was like when Copeland came back. When you're gone and then you re-enter this world, you're excited to be here.
What do you like about him? What do you like about Nathan? Because he's kind of an interesting. I mean, he was kind of someone who's kind of on the roster bubble a little bit towards the end of camping. What do you guys like about him?
He's going from start to finish. Like the way that he plays, it's every play he plays like it might be his last, and. You want as many guys like that as possible.
What was it specifically about Sam's performance today that shows you the progress that you want to see from him?
It felt like there was a calmness. I could I feel like he really was on it as far as just kind of seeing the game today. I mean, sometimes that's that could be every game. There be a couple games where you're just, it doesn't look as smooth as what you want it, and I thought today he was seeing everything good, and he made the right decisions, and he controlled the huddle, he controlled the line of scrimmage. He was great on the sideline communicating. I think he was doing a great job of communicating with the other guys. I don't know, today I felt like he felt very comfortable.
How much does that hearten you?
I mean, it's just our preparation during the week. I felt really good where he was at.
Okay, thanks.
Sam will be in the room.